Today on Beauty by a Brown Eyed Girl, we're going to be talking about primers. Making it stick, locking it down, you know, all the good stuff. The stuff that primer's supposed to do, but don't always. Today, we've got quite the matchup for you. We have the Guerlain L'or Pure Radiance 24 Karat Gold Primer. But today, we didn't put it on the whole face. Oh no, that's too easy. Today, I gave it a challenge, and I pinned it up against the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer Color Correcting Adjust. Whew. So, if you want to see the Guerlain versus Smashbox, then please stick around and check it out. We are going to be comparing two different primers. So for me, finding the right primer, especially one that works with my skincare routine, is pretty important to me. Today we are going to put the Color Correct on the left side of my face, and the Guerlain is going to go on the right side. So I'm going to start with the Smashbox, and I have it here in green. The number one complaint that I hear with primers from people is that they either didn't do what they claimed they were going to do, or they actually made it harder to apply. So with the photo finish, it is a very silicone-y, blurring feel. I find that this primer feels kind of slippery when you talk about texture. So let's just go ahead and start rubbing it in. You don't want it to get stagnant, just kind of sitting there. And we're gonna give that a second. I don't like even attempting to put other makeup on top of a dimethicone base because it just starts to slide. And yes, I do consider it a theft when a setting spray or a primer or a base steals my makeup. Steals it. So, it's been a few minutes. I mean, I'll say that it doesn't appear to have removed any of the redness. In fact, all of that rubbing seems to have accentuated some of that redness. It applied well, right? I didn't have any issues applying it. I don't feel terribly irritated. Perhaps a little more red than I would have liked for a color correct, but so on the right side of my face, I am gonna go ahead in with the Guerlain. It does claim to be a skin enhancer. It says it's a gold-infused cooling gel that's supposed to sink into the skin, retaining moisture. Applied to bare skin, which it will be, this skin enhancer and makeup primer smooths fine lines and tightens facial features. Tightens? Also provides an even finish under makeup. But since you did pay more for this product, I really hope that it both assists my makeup as well as tightening, firming, which I'm all about. And if a makeup product can give me skincare benefits as well as being a good makeup product, I'm going to use the full pump for the right side of my face. I really want, oh, and it's so pretty, you can't even see it. It's so pretty with the gold flecks. I really want to give this primer a chance here to prove itself because it is one of the more expensive items that I've purchased, and I want it to do a really good job. I'm trying to get the last little bit. So immediately it feels totally different on my face. I can actually, this feels like I have something on it, where this applied, the L'or applied more like a serum. I do feel that kind of cooling, maybe tingling feeling, and it's, instead of slippery, it's almost tacky. Let's give it a minute. Let's see if it remains tacky. It might not. It might change its story. Coffee addict. The biggest difference that I will say is that I can feel the Smashbox. I can feel it anywhere I have a line. I don't like that. Whereas not only does it not really feel like there's any product on my face on the right side, which is the Guerlain, but I do feel like it's trying to firm my face. It's a little strange, and it kind of makes me want to put it all down my neck. You know what? I might do that. Waste of product? I'm doing it. Firming, let's do it. So anyway, I can feel it's trying to tighten or firm or whatever on this side. This side, it is, okay, so it's dried down. It's not tacky the way the Guerlain is, which I kind of feel like I like. Like maybe it's gonna grab the product and not actually allow it to run away from me, which is what it likes to do. But let's keep going. I don't like that heavy feeling in my creases. The fact that the product wants to sit in there or likes to sit in there, I mean, I'm really hoping that when I go in with the Beauty Blender, it takes all the excess away. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and start to apply my makeup. this is the final look. It's dramatic. The point of this video is the primers. On this side, we have the Guerlain L'or, and on this side, the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. Just to review, we have one that is made to correct discoloration in the skin. It's doing a good job covering that. Where on the other side with the Guerlain, we have some tightening that's supposed to go on, some moisture retaining, all that good stuff. So I mean, what can I say about the two of them, the difference really? The silicone feel of the Smashbox is just, it's not my style. But application was good. Application for Guerlain, 10 out of 10, I loved it. I loved it. It felt like a serum. It kept the skin tacky, so when I was applying my base and my foundation, I felt like it was holding the product. The other thing I did notice is that the application of things like powder went on patchy on the Smashbox side. I felt like I had to blend more. I even felt like I had to put a little more product on, especially on my eyes, in order to get it to look even, finished. It looked like I didn't know how to blend, and it made me work for it. The other side, a little blush seemed to go a long way. However, I was concerned about the patchiness, and like there were two sides to my cheek almost that had to be blended together, because wherever I touched my brush, it deposited product. I had to change the application on this side. For me, it was easier. It was more blendable. I wasn't panicked that if I touched the brush to my face, I was going to deposit all of the blush onto my face. Although I had to use less product on my face on this side, I was at the risk of being patchy. So far in terms of application, I think the Guerlain side wins. It also was better with the powder. The Smashbox almost wants to pull the makeup off with the powder. When I did my highlight, it wanted to go on the Guerlain side. It felt like it was fighting on the Smashbox side. If I didn't do it right then and there and kind of blend it all out, it was going to stick to my skin and decide that that's where it was and it wasn't gonna move. I will give Smashbox this. If you are somebody who likes a more matte finish, this would cut some of that out. It would cancel it. So it does cancel the color, but I feel like also I would look a little less shiny. I also was concerned that I could feel the Smashbox in the creases of my face. I still do. I'm starting to get itchy, which means that it's making me a little dry. On the Guerlain side, it doesn't feel like I have a lot of makeup on. I need a primer that is going to protect my skin from that irritation. This is going to stay with me longer, simply because I'm going to touch it less. I'll check in a couple hours and we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that Smashbox, that locked in feeling that I had, is actually gonna lock it in and do the trick. Maybe it won't. My face feels less angry on this side. So, you know what? I'll let you know how it feels. Guerlain versus Smashbox. See you soon.